Good morning, Church, and happy Sabbath. As the chairperson of the Nominating Committee, I would like to let you know that we are proceeding to the second reading and election of church officers for the year 2020 through 2022. There was some kind of delay in proceeding to this process as the committee had to reconvene to meet with the members who had some objections after the first reading. The members of the committee, after a series of meetings, had unanimously voted to proceed to the second reading. Inasmuch as we have two kinds of services, the live and the streaming, we are going to ask those who cannot go to the live service to please join the church meeting via Zoom at 3 p.m. today to vote. The Zoom information will be texted to everyone, and please let Prospil know if you did not receive it. Every member is encouraged to vote either in the live service or by Zoom. Election is by majority vote of those present and voting. So at this point, may I call on the Nominating Committee Secretary, Josue Martinez, to read again the names nominated for each church position. Thank you very much. We appreciate your patience and understanding.
Good morning, church family. I hope that you are staying safe, that you're staying healthy, and I hope that you're having a very happy Sabbath. As the Secretary of the Nominating Committee, it is once again my responsibility to report for the second reading the report of the Nominating Committee, and the report of the Nominating Committee is as follows. For Head Elder Rodney Albeza, with Elders Art Camacho, Chris Clapp, Jason Cushion, Jose Luis Galindo, Javier Garcia, Pearl Gardner, Juan Martinez, Michael Montgomery, Mario Morones, Hazel Roseman, Diony Rivera, Emilio Troncoso, and Johnny Tripati. For Treasurer, Christopher Charles, with Assistant Treasurer Alfonso Corrales. For Clerk, Prospil Liwanag, with Assistant Clerk Lauren Cushion. For Head Deacon, Jesus Luna, with Deacons Stuart Babenco, Brian Canales, Luis Chacon, David Corrales, Roman Lizalde, Aaron Raimundo Gonzalez, Albert Gonzalez, Joseph Matinda, Albert Asasi, Steve Rosa, Namlito Santor, and Julio Torres. For Junior Deacons, Malachi Cushion and Darian Knights. For Head Deaconess, Olga Wimberly, with Deaconesses Marianne Babenco, Rosario Cano, Genesis Garcia, Agni Garcia, Edith Gonzalez, Rosalinda Gonzalez, Juliana Kylo, Aurora Luna, Gloria Martinez Sr., Gloria Martinez, Charlene Miller, and Ruth Troncoso. For Junior Deaconesses, Evie Canales, Itzayana Gonzalez, Carolina Martinez, Mia Moreno, Paulette Troncoso, Lizette Villegas, and Amanda Wimberly. For Superintendent of the Sabbath School, Sonia Corrales, with Assistant Superintendents Ida Rodriguez and Hazel Roseman. For Secretary of the Sabbath School, Ruth Charles, with Assistant Secretaries Edith Gonzalez and Sandra Moreno. For Parliamentarian, Diony Rivera, and Education Secretary Art Camacho. For Director of Risk Management, Richard Clifford, with Assistant Director Victor Gallardo. For Director of Adventures, Jose Chavez, with Assistant Director Valeria Frashino. For Director of Communications, Jason Cushion, with Assistant Director Chris Clapp, with team members Malachi Cushion, Albert Juarez, Joshua Liwanag, Josue Martinez, Donovan Rivera, and Lizette Villegas. For Director of Community Services, Lauren Cushion. For Co-Directors of the Family Ministry, Agni Garcia and Javier Garcia, with Co-Assistant Directors Jose Luis Galindo and Norma Galindo. For Director of Health Ministry, Norma Rivera, with Assistant Director Diony Rivera. For Director of Men's Ministries, Brian Canales, with Assistant Director Mario Morones. For Director of the Music Ministries, Agni Garcia, with Assistant Director for the Children's Choir, Alpha Joel Beza, Assistant Director for the Church Choir, Art Camacho, and team members Josue Martinez and Joshua Liwanag. For Deputy Director of Pathfinders, Albert Juarez. For Director of the Personal Ministries, Pearl Gardner, with Assistant Director Ruth Maddox and team member Lizette Villegas. In the Prayer Ministries, Rebecca Marquez, Shirley Mino, Charlene Mera, and Sharon Mitchell. For Ex Officio Director of the Religious Liberty Ministry, the Senior Pastor, with the Ex Officio Assistant Director being the Associate Pastor. For Co-Directors of the Vespers Ministry, Shanae Garcia and Lizette Villegas, with team members Emma Carrillo and Itzayana Gonzalez. Ex Officio Director of the Visitation Ministry, the Senior Pastor, with Ex Officio Assistant Director, the Associate Pastor, with Ex Officio team members, the Elders, the Deacons, and the Deaconesses. For Director of the Women's Ministries, Genesis Garcia, with Assistant Director, Veronica Loya Zarate. For Co-Directors of the Youth Ministry, Brenda Martinez and Juan Martinez, the Ex Officio team member being the Associate Pastor. The ex officio chair of the Finance Committee is the senior pastor, with the ex officio vice chair being the associate pastor, with ex officio members the head elder, the treasurer, and the education secretary, and members Art Camacho, Brian Canales, Michael Montgomery, Juan Martinez, and Diony Rivera. For co-chairs of the Social Committee, Joanna Tarango and Ruben Tarango. As the ex officio chair of the Worship Oversight Committee, the senior pastor, with the ex officio vice chair being the associate pastor, the ex officio members being the head elder, the communications ministries director, and the music ministries director. This is the report of the nominating committee, and I now put it to the floor for its second reading. Thanks everyone, have a happy Sabbath.